It was Nancy. Oh, my hair's so bad, Nancy. Oh,
It's beautiful.
thank you. Uh, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Right. Yeah, it only looks good when I wash it that morning. I didn't wash it this morning, and then the wind and
It's all downhill.
right. It's all downhill from there. Can I tell you? Oh, I'm listing more stuff on Marketplace, is what I'm
Well, that
doing.
seems like it's going very well for you.
Yeah, I'm bringing I mean I'm not bringing in a lot of money, but it's a twofold thing is that things are leaving and some money's coming in for it. That's good. And I don't have to just throw it all in the dumpster because I hate doing that too. At least it's something. But usually people come here to get what they're buying. I have door pickup and this afternoon, though, a couple customers that live in Manchester are buying enough stuff that I'm bringing it down to them. So that's something. I'm going anyway, so I thought wrangle it all up.
There you go.
But yeah, yeah, the things that I thought would sell are not selling as fast as the things that I didn't think would sell, which I guess is always true. Isn't that true?
I guess I try to do that sometimes, and my husband says, "I don't want to deal with people. Just give it away." So he's good about just post that it's free. They can come pick it up. It's out in the driveway.
Well, I mean, I did some of that too. I've done free. I've done the senior center in my town has a thrift shop attached to it. I gave them a bunch of stuff. I also put a bunch of I didn't try to sell any clothes or anything like that or give it to them either. Those all went in the donate box things because
Yeah.
that's just too right. I don't um you generally have clothes that are good enough to resell anyway. Hey Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm working my marketplace.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
good
got
stuff.
all of the Easter stuff out. Right. So I go up uh Tall, Dark, and Handsome brought down a mattress from over the apartment and he said, "You know, that closet up there is full of stuff too." And I said, "No." He said, "You should go look and see what it is." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't even want to because I know the kid was using it. So it's a
I'm
combination
telling
of garbage and well, right." So I go up there and sure enough, but what was one thing that I thought was unusual, not unusual for my mother, but they right, Avon, we had gift baskets a kit. Now, I already found all those, I thought, and brought them down here and sold them to Valerie, actually. She's coming to get them. There was 36 of them. But
Wow.
what I found up in the attic, I'll see if I can't convince Valerie they're interesting enough for her to take with her. Maybe I'll give them as a bonus,
You know
like
that's right.
per purchase. But it was it's actually a gift box that also had a built-in ribbon and it unfolded the lid and the box itself. Evidently, my mother thought that was good enough that we needed boxes of them. So there's boxes of them
Wow.
above the attic.
Well, you
That's
found them just in time for the holidays.
Yep.
not for my holidays, but right, right. But I bet you that would be a nice gift with purchase for Valerie.
Yes, I'm sure.
Right.
Yes.
Well, so I was surprised. I had just found the 36 of those make it yourself baskets. Um, when Valerie messaged me out of the blue with a picture of the basket and said, "Do you happen to have any of these?" oh, do I? I'm like, yes, I happen to. I said, I just posted 36 of them on Marketplace. She said, I'll take them. Thank you. So my mom was like that though. She'd get on a jag about something and buy a gazillion of them. Right. So some stuff lasts better than others. Like
Hmm.
what was that? A plastic bag that you could make your own gift bag in with
Yeah,
the
uh-huh.
but the
Hmm.
plastic didn't la
Last.
hold well. It turned yellow and you can't, yeah, those all had to go.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
I mean, they had to be 15 years old. That's so right. Nothing surprises me anymore, really. But right. Anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing.
I had
So
a question about send out cards.
oh please.
You know, I always come with questions. But is there they no longer have like you know how you do like 10 a day? And so they no longer have like so you can get more than 50 cards a day. Like I my whatever I'm signed up for, I can only do I'm not 50 cards a day, 50 cards a month.
Oh, okay.
And so I was wondering if do you know if they have one that's larger? I looked, but I couldn't see anything.
It seems to me from what I've looked at, because I'm on the old one still, the
Yeah.
that you can't get, right? That it's cheapest. It may even be cheaper than what I'm paying. No, that can't be. But it is the cheapest I've seen them do is when you buy a hunk of points all at once and then you can use them for like 6 months. They're doing a deal on one right now that
Oh
actually
wow.
I'll probably get because even though I get the 10 a day, if they're ones like campaigns where I still
Hmm.
have to pay for that because the 10 are heartfelt, if they're campaigns, it comes out of that you buy them ahead thing. And the per card price on the buy ahead is the
Hmm.
cheapest I've seen.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
know it's not optimal because I personally don't like to put out that much money all at once,
Exactly. Hmm.
right? But I think last time they had that special was, I don't know, it was around Mother's Day, I think.
Oh
And
wow.
I wasn't going to get it. And then they called and said, did you know you're close to some other, right? And I'm like, okay. So I got the like 251 and
Wow.
it saved me a bunch of money. I hadn't done it up till that point.
Right.
So now I realize I probably should be doing that because I'm spending it anyway.
Oh yeah.
Cheapest
Okay.
per card is that.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go look at that and see what my budget can afford right now.
You might have to have some kind of subscription to be able to buy it, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But,
Okay.
but you probably do. You probably even if you have the lowest one, right?
Oh,
You probably Oh, okay. So I'm not sure. Look at the requirements for that.
okay.
Hey Maureen, what's up?
Good morning. Sorry I was late. I overslept.
Yeah, oh.
I the last couple of days I haven't been feeling good. So
Oh, well, good news. I pulled my back again. Right at the moment, I'm good though. So whatever, it's not bad enough that right, I took a couple of a leave or whatever it is. I'm definitely going to Yonkers
Of
tomorrow.
course.
of
That's why I'm
course,
laughing.
definitely. Of course. Of
Right,
course.
right. I may have to take up hiking once I get there because I do have the hiking stick in the car because he said, "Are you using a cane?" I said, "Absolutely not. I took up hiking." Right. So, but right now I haven't had to, I drug it out, but, the only reason I have a cane, this is funny. This is the original one. I didn't think it looked that much like a cane, crazily
Mhm.
enough, but, I remember where I bought that. I bought that. It was like, I think it was New Jersey, way back when I was on the 1-ton truck doing seminars alone. I pulled my bag and I
Wow.
went to Rite Aid and bought that, and I still kept going because that was way at the beginning. I was going all around the country and I was only in New Jersey. And I'm like, oh
Wow.
no, you just got to toughen up, honey. That's what I said to myself. But it was hard crawling up and down off because the 1 ton was tall. I had to get up in
Yeah.
it to get
Oh
my
yeah.
stuff off and right. But this time I'm not sure what I did because now I guess it doesn't matter that I'm older. I can just turn a little bit and that's the end of that. But last week I have this big, I don't know what it is, a credenza or something that a TV goes on in the corner of my front room. Well, that's going and it's a really bad mess because the cats have messed with it. So I started to disassemble it, and the top piece, I managed to get it down, but that thing had to weigh probably 50 pounds. I even
Uh,
dropped it at one point, it was that heavy. And I hustled it out of the house down to the dumpster and got it in. But I'm sure that didn't help any.
Not at all.
Mm,
Not at
no.
all.
But you know what's funny is this is how I describe what happens to me. I can sneeze, I can move the wrong way, or I can just lay down in bed. And sometimes it feels like my muscle is pulling away from my rib cage
Oh,
because it
yeah.
hurts so bad, and then I can't catch my breath. And then
Oh,
you can't lay on it. So you're trying to get out, but if you touch it to rub it, it's painful. So you just sit,
oh. I feel way
yeah.
better about myself now. Thank you.
And I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
The doctors have no idea. I've talked to 3 different doctors. They have no idea. They think it's from me sneezing. I'm like, I lay in bed and I read my Kindle and my back starts that it hurts. Like the cat
Wow.
walks over my leg or walks over my belly. It does it. It has nothing to do with me sneezing.
No, and mine is just like it. Well, you know, you walk around. I call it getting a hitch in my giddy up because you either bend or you're walking around. All of a sudden, it goes, "Ew," and
Yeah.
Yep.
it won't
Mhm.
let go. That's
Right.
what, and it's usually right above the butt. But
Yeah.
hey Donna and Joan,
Hey,
how are you?
no, not bad.
Not bad.
Just get a massage when you go to Yonkers, and I'm sure that'll help it some.
I do my level best when I'm down there to act like nothing. I'm not hurting anyone.
I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't want to look old at all. Right. And he says, don't forget as we get, and he goes to say older, and I'm like, don't utter the
I know
word.
that's right. More mature. Mhm.
Seasoned professional, I think.
Not
So
seasoned professionally.
so anyway, I wanted to show you Alex did my card front. He's doing those again. If anybody is interested, I'll show you the one he did for me. No, I guess I say I have it. I'm not sure I have it on the computer that I can show you. That's the bad part. Um, but he did those before. So now I
Hmm.
don't know about you guys, but that now's when I start making the card because starting November I start sending the cards. So what was that card you had? Halloween, Christmas, Happy
Hello,
Halloween,
thanks, Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
that one. He did
Happy
Murder
Halloween.
Mittens. Oh, good, you can see it. That's
Cute.
oh,
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 they
nice.
cute.
That
that's
is cute.
Murder Mittens. It says Happy Holidays, so I could use it the most. And there's a cat gingerbread cat.
How cute.
So
Oh,
that's
that's cute. Cute.
Murder Mittens
I
trying
like
to get me.
that.
Nice.
I'll make a nice card front for it.
Hmm.
And I made him sign it. He signed it down in the corner, which was
Yeah, good
cute.
job.
But he does a good job, yeah.
He
So,
does. I still sometimes use the ones he
oh,
made for
nice.
me.
Well, see, that's the beauty. You could use it more than 1 year too, because
Hmm.
I don't think people generally go, that looks like last year's card front. I don't think they do that.
No.
But right. Mm. Now, generally, I include I do a 3 panel generally. The front is usually either that or more pictures. I do two of inside there's a 3-panel spread. I usually do the middle one as like some family update. So, but it had to be really brief because there's only one panel of stuff. I prefer it to be really brief because personally, when I get big long letters from people, I would think, right. So I've tried to just have the highlightest of the highlights on the in the middle there. And then just some pictures from the year. So I did ask Alex to come up with a picture of himself with his cats. He said the boyfriend Jackson doesn't like to have his picture taken. And since he's not in front of him, I can't, if he was here saying that to me, I'd make fun of Jackson. But since he's not here, right. Oh, so yeah, when Jackson was here, by the way, he's got one of them jacked up pickup trucks that makes a lot of noise.
Mm.
And when he drove in the yard and came in here and he was talking to me, I said, you do realize I make fun of guys that do that with their truck, right? He said, it's not you I'm trying to impress. And I'm like, lucky. I said, lucky thing. I like that. It's not you I'm trying to impress. Lucky thing.
Wow.
Yeah. That must be one of them things that they're trying to impress each other.
Yeah.
Men are
Yeah.
trying to impress each other because it's certainly not impressive to the moms, right?
No.
It's loud enough that my windows were shaking, just idling. And I'm thinking, why don't you just raise a big flag over the top? Policeman, please stop me, because that's about the right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and when Alex sent me that front, the card front, he said, make sure you put us on your list because they'd get a kick out of it getting it in the mail. I'm like, oh, don't worry, I will. So them guys over there, they're funny. So yeah, and it's funny that they're talking in the news, less and less people are sending Christmas cards. You
Yeah.
know what? That makes it better for us
Exactly.
because the
Mhm.
customers are going to get fewer, ours won't get lost in the stack.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Yep.
even
Mhm.
family and friends are going to find it better because we're still doing it. So, so that's the plan that I do every year is right around November 1st. I stop sending the cards on my list that I do and take a break till January 1st or after, depending on how far I got on the Christmas card. And then I have different versions of the card. So some people get a flat card, some people get a 3-panel, some people get the big card. It would be more like relatives that get the big card, but like that. And then
Mhm.
some people get a 2-panel, just so that I can do my 10 and they all look a little bit different and I can do the 10 a day still.
Mhm.
So, what do you generally do?
I
Or
do I do a combination. I do but I also sometimes make cards for kids too. I'll
mm-hmm.
make cards specifically for the kids and I'll put I'll find something funny on Canva, like maybe, kids in front of a Christmas tree or kids in front of something.
Oh,
But I don't
nice.
make it look too Christmassy. And then I'll do just whatever inside for the kids. And sometimes I'll
Oh,
send to
that's
the kids
smart.
instead of the parents.
Yeah, do you are you one of the ones that does like a lot of people get in the card, they don't hear from me the whole rest of the year, so the card is generally about us and what we did during the year. Um, so I haven't normally put in like a color page or something from that. Do you do that at all or?
No, because you're gonna laugh at me, and this is nothing towards you, but um we had somebody that used to send us the entire like 3-page story,
Oh,
and
right.
I
Now that
used
yeah,
and
that's
I
my
used to call it we're better than you are.
Oh,
That's what it made me feel like because of the way it was 3 pages,
it,
and I mean it was just it was like
oh,
there's things in it that we didn't need to know. You know what I mean? It was
oh,
like to me
right.
they were bragging. And so
Well,
I
yeah,
would
that's
call
why I like to keep it to one panel. The only hard part about that is like when somebody dies or something, then
yeah.
you're resorting to say pretty much they're dead, and that's all you can say because you haven't got enough space to put more.
Yeah. So
That's
I used to call it
I know,
this is
Kim,
the
that's
letter
so
that, we're better
no.
than you are letter. So I did one time put a little update in it the year that convention was in Texas, because earlier Sean and I had
Oh,
gone to New
nice.
York. Because Sean and I
Yes.
had gone to New York. So I did do a little bit of an update, but I sometimes wonder, do people really, and it's no reflection on you, Lisa, not at all. But this is just my
No,
opinion.
no. I
I just
don't
wonder if
take
sometimes
stuff
people
personally. Yeah.
want to
I
know.
actually get feedback of people like, I don't get to travel anymore because I'm a little lady, but I've been a customer of
Mm,
yours for 30 years and I'm living my life through you because you get to travel and I'm glad you keep telling me about it.
oh, see,
And
that's
I get
good. That's
I
good.
get more of that. That I don't think it I'm sure there's somebody sitting home thinking I'm bragging all the time, but
Yeah.
I'm
No, but
mostly doing it.
this was like 3 or 4 pages, and I was like, you know what? This is just too much. This is
Yeah, no,
just too
I get
much.
that. That's why I limit myself to one panel. And
Yeah.
it has to
Yeah.
be not smaller than 12. Can't be one panel of six because then you're doing
Annie.
Right.
so
Yep.
I have to really think about and reword what I'm putting in there. Uh
Yeah.
and it's
When
hard
I
we've done a
was
bunch of
doing
stuff.
some of the cards this year, I was talking about convention, and I was like, and I didn't even have to go too far.
Oh, that's nice. I
Yeah.
think that's the
And
hardest part is picking out pictures to represent my year when you only can pick out like 10 or something. When I
yeah.
take a gazillion pictures a day, that's
Exactly.
yeah. What do you do, Penny?
I haven't really got into that yet,
Oh, you're not doing
into the,
Christmas cards?
not to send out cards yet.
Oh, I mean, so you do Christmas cards like buy a box of them?
No,
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
no,
So
I haven't done Christmas cards for a couple of years.
oh, okay.
Mm.
So, but
So
I've got to get back into it.
you're one of the ones making it better for the rest of us by
Yeah, but I'm going to catch up with you.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
That's my goal.
I use in case that you didn't know this from last year, I use an app called Card List. It looks like Santa in a sleigh,
Oh,
Oh,
and it's an app. It's I think it was free or a one time, whatever it was, but you can go back. So I've been doing that since, let's see, more than that. Okay. Uh, I started using it in, ooh, 2019 was the first year I used it. I can look back to see every person that I sent to.
oh,
So I can
wow.
check whether I sent and received. Now, I personally don't just because they didn't send one to me doesn't mean they're not getting one from me. I'm not doing that.
yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I wasn't sending to get. I'm just sending to send,
Then.
right? So
Mhm.
but it is nice to know if I've sent it already or not the year I'm sending them.
Mhm.
Well, and that's what I do. I'll go, like, if I get a card and I don't recognize the name, I'll go back into the database and see if I've already sent them a card.
Well, right. That's a good
Yeah.
thing too. I think this is just so I don't have to keep looking people up. So
Yeah.
I go it's divided by year, so I can pull up 2025 and start with
Wow.
none sent. And as I send them 10 a day, I'll mark them off. That way yeah. And
That's so
crazily,
cool.
as if the people at home are watching me do this, they're not. But I like send some from the A and some from the S and some from the W so that it's just not all A's that get stuff all at the beginning. I know that sounds crazy. I'm sure nobody sits home and goes, I wonder
Well,
what she's doing this time. Right. So, but
Um, um, yeah, that's probably better than my list.
well, it's the same thing as the list, right? It's
Yeah.
just a little bit easier to wrangle, I think. So you
Well,
may
I
want to get
have a
that
list
card
of one
list.
of the groups that I'm in. I've written all the names down for Christmas cards from one group. Doesn't mean they're all going to get one, but one group, 176 names.
Oh, right. So you're going to need to start early like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you got time at least to send quite a few. I think
Yeah.
last year I made it. I start early and send past when we do it. And last year I sent let's see here, 24. Last year I sent 330. So I sent early and went through past New Year's and I ended up sending
Yeah.
330. So
Are
and
you gonna do the now that Molly's not doesn't have her group anymore? Are you gonna do the card exchange like she used to do in our group?
no,
Okay.
no, but you can if you want. You can put the post up if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Or so and you mean in team time?
In team time.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That'd probably be appropriate if I put it, wouldn't it? I actually did that before, so I have a template for that Canva that I'd already created. So that's a good idea. Let me
Okay.
thank
I mean,
you.
I can put it in the send out cards group, but
Oh, how about we'll divvy it up then? You do it in the
okay.
send out cards group and I'll do it in the team time. Team
Okay.
group. Okay. Thank you very much. That's a good idea.
Maureen, I'm one that does a newsletter. It's usually just a front and back of one sheet. Sometimes I'll only do like a front and back of a half a sheet, but um, I've yet to have anybody say anything negative to me about it. In fact,
Good.
everybody is always, oh, I was when, especially at church, if I'm giving them to them in person, they're always like, oh, good. I can't wait to read your newsletter. And even
No, you got
people
to
that
keep doing
I,
that, Joanne. I'm following along like your general hospital. So you can't, yeah, you can't leave us all hanging out here after all these years.
I know,
So you
but
got,
everybody, even my Avon customers, when they'll call in to place their order, they'll be like, "Am I going to get a Christmas card this year with your newsletter?" So, I mean,
Oh,
I've
that's
been doing
good.
it for
you know,
years.
the difference, Joanne, though, is in yours, you talk about a lot of people is why yours is a little bit longer, but you say this one's doing this one's doing this. Some people actually that are sending the 3 or 4 pages, they actually don't even have a lot of people in their family. They're
Oh,
giving you
geez.
way more details than we actually like to digest in one sitting.
Oh, okay.
You're not doing
Yeah.
that.
That
You're breaking it down. You just have a lot of people to talk about.
I
So
do.
isn't that about it, Maureen? Is that it's not that
that's
they're
what it
talking
is.
about a bunch of people, it's that they're giving us details
Way
that
too much
sometimes,
information.
yeah.
Just way too much information that I did not need to know, that I did not care to know.
Gotcha.
You know,
Oh,
that and
yeah.
it's and I just want to reiterate, this is not an insult or a complaint to anybody. It's just what I was thinking about this one particular person and what they did, because it just seemed like it went on forever and it was like a slap in the face.
Oh, and you know what's funny? The one I didn't like had nothing to do with, I didn't think that they were bragging, but this particular person that sent me this, it's just her and her husband. I think she wasn't even talking about the kids, but she put in detail, it's like when you meet somebody in person, they show you their incisions. She had to
Yeah.
talk about
Mm.
all of it that happened all during the year. Everything that happened, what happened, even about the infections and all everything.
Oh,
And I'm like, you got to limit that to a point because, I don't know. There's right. So saying I had some challenges during the one year is one thing. Talking about how the doctor sucked the pus out of it is something else that I did. Right.
gross.
Right. So
Yeah.
right.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think yeah. No, Joanne, I think that matter of fact, I don't want to include me in this, but I think you and I are really just trying to bottom line who's doing what for our customers and stuff that follow
Mm.
along. We're not putting in tons of extra information. We're not putting in about our uh, open wounds and stuff like that. We're not doing that. So I don't, I think that's just fine personally. And plus, if you've been doing it for a long time and nobody said anything, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a really good sign. That's a
I mean,
super
nobody
good
said anything
sign.
negative. Yeah. Because I don't know about
Yeah.
your relatives, but if I do something stupid, my relatives absolutely tell me immediately about
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I agree. So I was thinking about something when I was laying in bed last night trying to fall asleep. I was thinking about who we send cards to. And I know we send cards to our Avon customers and we send cards to our families and we send cards to our friends. But do we or do you guys, does anybody send cards to not a complete stranger, but somebody just because? Just because you are, maybe not necessarily thinking of them, but like you haven't heard from them in a while. Or um maybe they did pop into your head. Have you ever thought of, does anybody ever just do that? Just like send a card to somebody just because?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
tell us one. Give us an example. This is
Well,
heartfelt cards, right? This is heartfelt cards.
this is
This is
heartfelt
what
cards.
this is what they're talking about too. Yeah.
Well, a friend of mine, I haven't had contact with I shouldn't say friend, an acquaintance of mine, haven't had contact with her in a very long time. And somebody sent me a private message about her. And I said, well, I don't have contact with her. I haven't had contact with her in a very, very, very long time. And they said, well, we just wanted you to know what was going on. And I said, I appreciate that. And then I went off and did my thing. And then I was like, well, wait, just because I haven't had contact with her in a long time doesn't mean she mentioned my name for a reason. So here, I'm going to send her a card. So I went to the W site and got her address and I sent her a card and all it said was, it was one with flowers on the front, nothing extra inside. And then it just said, just thinking of you.
Nice.
And that's all it said. It didn't say anything else. And I'm assuming she got it. I haven't heard anything, and I don't expect to hear anything. But I was thinking about that. It's like sometimes I wonder if, I mean, we all have our lists that we go off and we think, and we do espionage on Facebook and stuff. But is there like people out there maybe that we could just like, maybe an elderly neighbor? We
Well,
could
the
just,
SendOut cards teaches the way you're talking about, not the way I
mhm,
do it.
right,
So, yeah, that was his whole thing. Remember the whole story about his brother got killed
his
and he had a
brother. Yeah.
prompting to send a card because he didn't go over and hug his brother. So it was a thought came across his head. That's how they got the whole name of the company and stuff. So that's right. I personally need to do more of that.
Oh,
Kim, you said yes. What was your example?
I was about the same, but it was a friend that I haven't talked to in a while. And then she called me, and she was going through something. So that's why she was calling, talking. And so I sent her a card just to encourage. It was just because, and it's kind of like an encouragement. And I said, and it was nice. It was nice talking with you again. And I
Oh,
said like
nice.
be encouraged, and then I said that, but I didn't do anything extra either, Maureen. I just did those words and let it go on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was just thinking about that because we do our lists and we do our customers and we do our espionage and we do, and we do all this. And then by the end of the day, we've done our 10. And yes, it's great. Somebody's going to get a wonderful card next week or the week after. But could we bring it back around sometimes? I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes to the way it was planned to be. And maybe just do a one-off, even if you do an act, maybe just do an act.
Oh,
I've
nice. That's
I've
a good
been
idea.
doing more acts than I think I'm up to like 25 acts that I've done so far.
Whoa,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a good idea. Even someone that like me that does the 10 a day, even if I committed to doing one the way that they intended it and then the other nine my other way, that would still because I end up not doing that unless I got somewhere without my list because I went down to Yonkers and I had to do 20 mostly espionages, but what I thought was on the way down, I already knew I'd forgotten them. So I was thinking about, gee, I wonder who I haven't sent a card into a while because I'm doing 10 today. I'm like, either someone's going to die or I'm sending 10 cards today because, right,
Mhm.
right. Now you understand why I was so shook up when I did 9 last Tuesday.
I
I'm going to
know.
think about that
Oh,
for once. Anyway, so on the way down, I was thinking, who haven't I? And I do have some things where, like Aunt Nancy, she died lately, but when she was alive, every time my uh, hedge out here bloomed with the yellow flowers, she gave that to me. She gave me the plants for the hedge. So I would always take a picture and send her one. So there were some things that I did like that every year, every season, or when I thought of them, I did it every time. But mostly I'm not doing as many as I could. I love that idea, Maureen. I think that's great.
Yeah, I
mhm.
was just laying in bed last night thinking about that because I was like, okay, we got the call tomorrow. Let's see what can I talk about? Because as you know, I want to bring more more to this, and it gets hard after a while because I mean we're sending cards. How many different ways can we talk about sending a card? And so I thought about that last night, and so I was like, maybe some of my old people that not old people, but the people I knew back from New York,
Oh,
maybe I'll just
nice.
that haven't
Hey,
heard from me.
hey, Donna, you send a lot of cards. What do you have to say on this topic?
Um, well, I send a lot to family.
Nice.
Um, like and it's their espionage because it's whatever they're posting on Facebook, and then I send them the picture and sometimes a flat card, sometimes a different card where I'm saying something more to them. Old friends. I've come across like just somewhere along in the Facebook posts, somebody will reference an old friend because I've been down here in Georgia for 35 years now, but all my family's in Maryland, or most of my family's in Maryland, and my friends and stuff, and I haven't seen them, in 30 some years.
Wow.
So when I see them post something, then I'll send them a card, to let them know I'm thinking about them, even though I haven't seen them for 30 some years. I'm thinking about, I saw that and thought about you. Um, and then of course my Avon customers, I send the thank you cards and just little things here and there to them. Um, but I'm trying to expand more to my neighbors because they're like not close. I
Right,
mean, it's not
right,
as rural as you are, but I mean, they would have to walk over to my house, and
right.
that I just try to send it some of them because I've been here 35 years. I've met the lady across the street twice. I
Oh, no,
met the
it's like
guy
that
next
here. Yeah,
door
it's like that here.
once, and the one here on the corner, I've never met them. It's like I have
Wow.
neighbors around here. I wave to them when they go by, but I don't know them. And because they're just too far away.
No, it's funny. I didn't realize how much we don't talk to the neighbors until where I'm sitting right now is an addition to the property that I added. Uh, and it's the house that I live in that I added to this property. But I had to get a variance from the town to do it. And they notify all my neighbors. So I sent all the neighbors a letter and told them that they could feel free to come over here to see what I was doing because I had heard that they were concerned I was trying to make the store bigger, which I'm just at right
Hmm.
as if that would be a cardinal sin anyway. But I wanted to make sure all my neighbors were happy. So I sent them to the neighbors and I didn't know any of them.
Wow.
That's so funny. And none of them showed up and complained at the meeting or anything. So I was able to get my variance, but I realized then that, yeah, I'm the same boat. The only way I met other ones was like the little girl that watches, she's like ninth grade, that watches the dog when I go to Yonkers. Um, I met them because my kid was the same age as one of their kids. So then I knew the
Mhm.
mom, and I actually drove that kid to uh, driver's ed for 6 weeks. So I know them pretty good. Now she's doing the dog thing. But it's harder, isn't it, Donna, to meet
Oh,
them?
yeah, yeah. And then, and I'm working full time, so I don't see them. And then the weekends I'm working here in the house or doing my Avon. And, I just don't see them, to talk to them. And it's weird, because like I said, when I think about it, it's like, I don't walk the neighborhood. It's just that's too much walking.
So are you like picking one a week and sending to a neighbor, or how are you thinking about handling
Um, well, I kind of did the search, and like I have a list where I have the street and then I have the
and
addresses,
go backwards? That's a good
and then
idea.
I just go like one a day,
Nice.
and send, of course I haven't heard anything from anybody, but I'm really not, looking for that.
No,
I just
right. Do you
want them to
say
know, yeah, hey,
what
I'm your neighbor.
the car wait a minute. No, I think that's a great idea. I want to do it too, is why I was asking. Uh what's the name of the card list app? It's called Card List. Card List. That's it. Card List.
Yeah, but I think that's only for Apple. I tried getting it for Android and couldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an Apple. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that.
I bet you there's other ones though. Did you find a different one, Donna, or no?
Well,
No, not that was going to do what I wanted it to do.
Oh, okay.
So
well, see, I
I just
found
use
one that says
Excel.
the Christmas card list, so you can do it for your Christmas cards. And so
Well,
that's an app too. Yeah.
yeah, this is cardless and it's for Christmas cards, but there's the ability to put everybody's addresses in here. I don't do any of that. I just put their name,
Okay.
their first name and their last name, because all I want it to do is keep track of who I sent this year, like
Right, right.
Maureen's paper list, uh,
Mhm.
because I could get it the other way by looking up individually and send out cards. They have that ability, of course, but I can't just get a list of everybody I sent to a Christmas card without putting it on.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hmm.
So, right. But thank you, Donna. I like that idea. I think I'm going to start doing that too, because I've got neighbors around me. Although, what's funny? Uh, I don't know why the last couple months somebody said something to me and it tricked me off. That's
Hmm.
somebody actually said, "Aren't you afraid to go to the parking garage at the airport by yourself?" And I'm like, "Do you know where I live? I'm living by myself out here in rural New Hampshire. Why would the parking garage is much safer than where I'm living? They have security guards at the entrance and all that. They don't have that at my house." So anyway, so right after I had that discussion with her, of course, on the Ring camera, some man came up to the door at 5 in the morning, and I didn't answer. I didn't recognize him. And then he walked off into the woods.
Oh, wow.
I never did
Mm.
find out what that was about. So that freaked me out a little bit. And it looked like it looks like it was one of the neighbors from across the way. What he wanted, I don't know. But if I knew my neighbors a little better, I probably would have recognized him. Right. But it seems like the only way I get to see him is if they misdeliver
Oh,
Amazon.
yeah, package.
A
Hmm.
Right.
package.
And then you get to see in our town, I don't know about you guys, but we have a Facebook group just for misdelivered packages in my town.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's that good of a thing
Yeah.
that
Yeah, now that's like there's an older couple that live down the road. They're in like a historical house. And my packages will go be delivered down there, and either her or her husband will bring them up here to me. And I keep saying,
Oh,
I got the boys here. I can send them down. Just call me or whatever. And I sent them brownies.
oh, that's perfect. What a
you
good
know, and
idea.
and they gave them my number and everything in case, just let me know. I sent somebody down to get it. You don't have to bring it up to me because sometimes it's my Avon order. And
Oh, yeah.
that's a heavy box, and
Mm.
they're older than I am.
Oh, Donna, did you see the faux fur coat?
Yes.
It's
Yes, I didn't get that one, but I got the leather one.
They're
And oh,
they're
it's so nice.
they're both awesome. Yeah. The faux fur jacket, I somebody already was saying they don't want to wear it in their town because they'll be made fun of because it makes them look bougie. And I'm like to myself, you don't think I'm already getting made fun of over everything up here?
Mhm.
I don't think a fur coat's going to add to that any. Um,
Mm-mm,
but I do like it. It makes me feel rich when I wear it. I pull it right up to my
uh,
ribs. I like it a lot. But
mhm,
I should have sent, now that you said that, that was perfect. I should have sent to the kid got stuck halfway up the hill to my house in the winter because even though I said 12,000 times, no matter what happens, don't stop on the hill in the ice. Of course, he stopped
mhm.
on the hill in the ice. And I ended up leaving the car in front of somebody's house. I should have sent them brownies. That was a good idea
Mhm.
that I
Mhm.
didn't do at the time. It's not too late though. I can go back and do that.
What can I say? You always
Yeah,
told me it's never too late.
it's never too
That's
late
right.
today.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I could
Yeah.
say, I was just remembering back when you did an awesome thing and allowed us to park in the front there without getting me towed. And I just want to make sure you know that I appreciated that because I
Mhm.
That's
don't think
nice.
it's
Hmm.
ever too late. Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I'm going to do that
Okay.
because, yeah, yeah. I didn't think about because I didn't know their name, but I can go reverse look in their numbers
Mhm.
on their mailbox. So I could have done that.
Hmm.
That's,
Yeah, that's how I did because I didn't know their name.
mm,
And they really don't say, they just say, this package was dropped off at my house. They don't
right.
really, give their information, but anyway, I did I did find them.
No, that's perfect. And I really like that idea, Maureen, about us getting back to the original intent. If
Mhm.
you guys haven't heard Cody tell that story about his brother, that's impactful if you want to,
Hmm.
right. Yeah, you
True.
probably, yeah, Kim's heard it. You probably heard it as many times as I have. I could probably say it by now myself, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
But
first time
that,
I heard it, I was like, "Oh my!" But each time I hear it, I mean, I have the same reaction. It's like
Yeah.
I pick up on something different, as though I hadn't heard it before. Yeah.
Nancy said that coat looks really good on you. I'm not much of a fur coat person, but you inspired me to order one. Oh, Nancy, you're gonna like it. I'm not really that much of a fur coat person since eighth grade when I had my little rabbit fur coat. And by the way, back then rabbit fur was totally acceptable. Um, but I really
Yeah, I
like
can't wait to get it, and then I can't wait for it to cool off enough to wear it.
no,
Mm.
I think of the fur one I'm going to wear more like when it's snowing, but the leather one's coming right up because it's 40 here. What were you going to say, Maureen?
I was gonna say if we really think about all the different missed opportunities we have, I mean, I don't leave my house very often, so I don't have as many anymore. But if you think about all the little missed opportunities, like Kim said, every time she hears that story, she picks something new up in it. And if we think of all the little missed opportunities we have with people, somebody once said to me, if you're sent back to your house because you forgot something, thank your guardian angel because you might have missed out on something. So, and I agree, every time I hear that story from Cody, and I'm hoping he answers my invitation and he comes on here and he'll tell us that story. Because I did invite Cody. I invited Cody.
Nice.
Um, so it's just how many missed opportunities we have throughout our day to not even send a card to somebody, but just to smile at somebody or
Yeah.
say hello to somebody Or because I just remember this one story, and I don't know if I ever told you this. When I was back working, for those of you who don't know, I used to be a merchandiser and I used to do stock the books at the Walmarts.
Mm.
And one day this guy come through, and of course I'm back by electronics, which is back by the bathrooms. And this guy comes through and he's, doesn't look very good, but I look at him and I say, "Good morning." And he didn't say anything to me. And a little while later he comes back out and I'm like, "Well, hope you have a nice day." And that's all I said to him. Didn't say anything else. He never answered me, never said anything else. I went in the next week and the manager of electronics says, "Here, I have a letter for you." And I'm like, "You have a letter for me?" Come to find out that man was contemplating ending it all. And because I am the only person who said something to him, he decided not to do it.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That is
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
But
we
if you
don't
think
ever
about it,
know. Yeah, we
He
don't ever know.
walked through that entire Walmart and not one Walmart employee said anything to him. I said good morning and then I told him to have a nice day.
oh, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, looking at it that way, doesn't it make you want to give a training course to all these people?
Exactly.
You know,
Like,
what's the
oh,
purpose?
Lord.
Because,
Mm-mm-mm.
right, somebody should have said something other than you too. But I mean, that's awesome that you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. We have so many, I think like I said, I don't leave my house very often anymore because I don't work. But I think even when I did work, there were some times that I just get so into my head that I didn't really pay attention to people around me. And I think there's so many missed opportunities for so many things. That's why I love doing the cards,
Mhm.
because in that moment, in that half hour, I'm sitting down sending my cards. That's all I'm thinking about. And that's all I'm thinking about sending. And that's all I'm doing. And then I go, well, next week or the week after, however long it takes to get wherever it goes, somebody's going to have a smile on their face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's perfect.
You sent me a lot of smiles. I was like, oh, when you captured my 5 year, the names with the 5 year at the convention, I was so thankful. I didn't even send your card. I'm so bad, but yeah, but I was so thankful because my picture didn't come out. So I missed it. And I was like, oh, yay, I have it. So thank you so much. I sent out a card to my customers with the picture and with my pen that I earned. And it was like a thank you card. I thank them for supporting my business for, these last 5 years. And I look forward to serving you even, more than 5 years, and
Right.
I think is what I put. But, and I sent that to everybody. But that was so great. I was like, Maureen, you just know just what to send when.
Well, what's interesting is a lot of my cards, as you all know, I use ChatGPT for a lot of the cards that I send to the groups. And this one lady messaged me, and I don't even remember what card I sent her, but she's like, the inside of your card, what you wrote, I absolutely loved because I could tell you wrote it just for me.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
And I
And
was
you were
like,
going,
That's
I mean, I send out about 300 birthday cards a month. I don't know if it was a birthday card. I don't know what card it was, but it was just like, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you liked it. But
no, that's a good idea though, to not
yep.
not say anything either way.
Exactly.
And then there's other times that I really sit and I really think about the cards I send. I really sit and I think and I say, okay, this is one card I'm going to send to a certain amount of people. What exactly do I want it to say? And sometimes it can take me up to 7 hours to create my card
No.
because I might not like it. So then I walk away and then I come back and then I redo it and then I still don't like it because it's for some reason it's not saying what I want it to say. But then I realize when I get those comments like from Kim or from the people in my group or from Patty, it doesn't matter if I like what it says. All that matters is that they get that person who received it gets what I was trying to send, what I was
Right.
trying to say.
Mhm.
And they do. And
The other people are making it so easy because no one sends cards anymore that the bar is pretty low that you got to, you know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to have the perfect wording because they ain't getting any wording from anyone else.
and I was I was just
Do the
gonna
same
say,
thing, Maureen. I got to have the right wording. If I put a picture, it's got to be the right picture. And it takes me a while. That's why I sometimes I don't do it. And then I say, girl, if you don't just go on and send the card, say that and let it go. So yeah. And last year, all of my customers received a birthday card, because I asked them, I got their birthdays. And this year I've been real slack, but I chalk it up to the beginning of my year.
yeah.
I had a bad blow, and I mean, I've just been offset. But I think what I'm going to do is send an act birthday card to all of them that I've missed. If the
Oh,
ones that
that's a
I know
great
that
idea.
have the cell phone, and I'm going to do that, so they'll know
That's a
I was
great
still
idea.
thinking about them, even though your birthday was January.
Yeah.
Because when the majority of my customers last year, they were talking about framing the card, and they just loved it. And so I was like, oh wow, but they were like, I don't know where you got that idea from. And my cousin posted on Facebook and was talking about you had pictures I didn't even remember,
Oh,
and how it was just a great thing. And she said, I have the best cousin and the best Avon lady. So
oh.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
got to think more about them.
Yeah, I
Yes, yes.
guess I have this thing about done is better than perfect, of course. And
Mhm.
yeah, but I'm like that at the house too, because I have to say to Ty, don't forget, when I clean the house, I always end up going, well, better than it was. It's never perfect. I've got a dog, three cats, and I
Oh
had a
wow.
kid. So the house is just never going to be perfect. So
Mm-mm.
I'm just happy with better than it was. So I
I
Yeah.
like
think that
that.
way about the cards. I don't want to invest so much time in each card because if I have a big emotional investment in each card, then I feel more apt that I want to have feedback, I guess. You
Oh,
know what I mean? So I try,
Mhm.
I don't try to put, that sounds cold-hearted though, don't it? It's not that I don't want to, I want to send out a piece of my heart. Yes, but I don't want it to be so invested that then I feel slighted if they don't say they got it. So I
yeah.
just want to
Mhm.
send it and be happy and go on. And you know what I mean? So I
Right.
guess that's how I'm
Mhm.
looking at it.
Yeah,
But
no, I understand that. I understand that. But my brain, the way my head works and my brain works. But I'm getting better, and
well, you're doing your 10 a day.
I'm doing my 10 a day,
Hey, you're doing just fine.
except for that one last couple weeks ago, that one a couple weeks ago, which really screwed me up. I sent one, I sent one on Thursday, and then I sent 10 on Friday because of where send out cards
Oh,
is
because you were, yeah, that time.
the
Yeah.
time difference.
Well, now you live in my Tuesday last week because it's like I can't fit. Once the day goes by, you can't go back and do the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I got up I got up Friday morning all excited to send my cards. I had my list, I had my cup of tea, I was ready to go, and I look and I'm like, it's all blue. Why is it all blue?
Oh,
But
Oh, so
that's wonderful.
yeah, I've got to go do what I'm going to do is bring down some more stuff from Marketplace. I got a couple deliveries, which I don't deliver from Marketplace, by the way, but a couple people that live in Manchester wanted stuff. It seems like a big hike out here for someone who doesn't do much driving. So they're like, "Do you ever come to Manchester?" And I do have to go there today. So I'm bringing a couple bags of and meeting some people down there. Um,
Well, that'd be nice.
and that's
yeah.
continued to be a good way to get Avon customers.
Hmm.
Both of these people, I said, I'm going to meet you at it's called the Backyard Brewery.
Hmm.
They have a parking lot there, and one of them works there. So I sent them a picture of the van. They're telling me, look for me, I'm in a little black whatever car. And I said, it might be easier if you look for me. And
Exactly.
and
Hmm.
the picture of the
Yes.
and both of them are like, make sure you bring a book. And it's like, they have no idea they were going to get one anyway.
Anyway.
But that's bringing me to a new place that I don't usually drive. I'm going to meet two people who I'm going to get to send thank you cards to because they bought on Marketplace.
Mhm.
Even if they pay me cash, I know enough of their information from Marketplace to be able
That's
to
right.
find. So that's been doing really well for me as far as getting more people to know what I do. So even though I'm not getting big money for the stuff I'm selling, it's leaving and I'm getting new customers. So to me, it doesn't matter that they're local here, the customers, because even when I move down south, I can still wait on people up here. Most of them I don't see anyway. Right? I mean, the
Some of
few.
them I would love to be there and get it, be local. Because some of that stuff you had, I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I want. I was like,
Oh,
oh, well.
oh, I know. It's just right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. But
Yeah.
I
I
like
don't
it.
have the sad, I'm not offering to ship because I don't have boxes for anything.
But I don't blame
So
you though.
Yeah.
yeah, shipping's rough,
Yeah.
but but anyway, the
Yeah.
things that are selling aren't the things. The things that I really love that haven't sold that I can't believe is a few years ago in Avon we had those black, they're plastic, but they're like um uh candelabras that have
Oh,
plastic flickering candles and a skull. So they were Halloween.
yeah.
And I have three of those candelabras, and they're wicked cute. I haven't seen anything like them, and they haven't sold. I can't
Oh,
believe
wow.
because I thought those were the cats. But yeah, when they came out, I was just so loving those. That's why I have three of them. But right, it's been surprising what has sold and what hasn't. I think it's funny. Today's thing is the Tupperware canister set because there's no way I'm paying to transport a canister set.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm selling that. So, but anyway, we're at 2 o'clock and I
All right.
appreciate everybody so much. Thank you
Okay.
very much for Maureen for wrangling us back into our original intent. That's no, that was good thinking there. Really
Mhm.
good. And thank you everybody for adding in your 2 cents. I always appreciate it. I love coming on here because I learn something every time and you guys inspired me to make sure I don't miss a day like Tuesday. Sorry. I digress. Okay. But anyway, I love and appreciate you all. I'll be thinking about you. I'll give Tall, Dark, and Handsome my best for you.
I'm
Okay,
sure you
thank
will.
you. Have a great weekend, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.